$1 million live from the Riverwood Hotel. Brad, you like Osipenko as your best of the day?
Yeah, I do, Marto. Look, he's got that Group 1 form, doesn't he, around Mr. Brightside and horses like that. The wet track's going to be no issue. I know he had the setback with a bit of lameness issue there before the Golden Eagle, but he's trialled well since. And I just think the draw's okay. J-Mac Rise, I think he ticks a lot of boxes here, back from genuine Group 1 grade. 3, 9, 18 and 8 my numbers. Detonator Jack, just back from the 1800, the 5 diamonds. The slow tempo was against him there. He was terrific. Best last 200 performance of the day when you adjust for distances there. 18, Lock Eagle's got a run here. I think he'll run really well on the wet track with no weight on his back if he gets luck from the gate. And 8, Communist. Randwick Guineas winner. His best is good enough. Showed a glimpse of that last time out. Loves wet ground as well. 3, 9, 18 and 8 for me in the Gong.
And Gator, you're keen on Osipenko. Best bet across all your venues today.
Yeah, look, I thought I could forgive, well, I can forgive that Turnbull run. He was wide near a really fast speed. All his other forms fabulous, and obviously back in grade here. Gap between runs back to the mile, but never second guess this stable. And with Brad to some extent, Communist, they're real positive signs last time. Covered ground against the pattern. Golden Eagle held on well. Detonator Jack and Waterford have similar form lines there in the game with Spangler next. 3, 8, 9, 11.
With the bookies, Osipenko 380 out to 420 into 380 back to 390. Detonator Jack 440, 480 into 440 back to 460. And Brad Lock Eagle is best backed everywhere to roll both. 850 into $5.50. So it's firming with a 7 kilo weight drop off that last start Randwick win and loves the wet conditions.
He certainly does. He did that on good track last time out at Randwick, and he's a much better horse on wet ground. I was a lot more confident about Osipenko's chances without him in the race, but he got a run, of course, with a few scratchings in this feature event. So, look, coming off that confidence-boosting win last time out, draws awkwardly, but that big weight drop's going to be key here on the wet track.
So this is the 5th running of the Gong, won last year by Ria Dini, beating Hope in Your Heart at Old Flame. Count de Rupee, won it the year before from Nudge and Yamazaki. Archidemus won it in 2020, and the inaugural was taken out by Mr. Seawolf, beating Quackerjack and Star of the Seas. The Illawarra Mercury Gong for $1 million, launching off the Kembla Grange. Here's Darren.
Impressive last time out, being partnered by Rhys Jones at $5.50, and Waterford, who's won on a heavy in the past. Waterford at $9 here for the running of the Illawarra Mercury Gong, and the runners are starting to move in now. Up they come. James McDonald off to Hong Kong tonight to start a short stint contract there. He won't be riding in the last Tom Sherry takes the ride on 4 for Cindy. But James will be looking to pick up some yum cha money here on Osipenko. Be a lot of yum cha money if successful. 360, Osipenko favourite for this year's Gong. Detonator Jack just reluctant to go into the gates, and he's starting to back away, so Skyman will slip through underneath him. Skyman racing on the heavy today, and now Detonator Jack has been loaded up again. Osipenko behind the line with Cuban Real, Art Cadeau, Palmetto on the toe. Surf Dancer, the plan is to go forward with Surf Dancer. Tim Clark aboard. So don't be surprised if he's right up there on the speed, Surf Dancer, as we're in the final stages of loading them here for the running of race 6. King of the Castle winning the previous for Josh Parr. Josh on new mandate here. So the local Cuban Real goes in. Cuban Real with Robert and Luke Price moves into the gates. The only local in the field. And Lock Eagle has been heavily backed. Very heavily backed is the last to go in. They're off now on the Gong. They're racing. Great line away. And Skyman jumped well together with Palmetto, Surf Dancer and Communist there. Followed close at hand by Art Cadeau. Lock Eagle's out very wide on the track. Going past Detonator Jack, then Wild Planet, Cuban Real. Osipenko well back together with Wicklow. And new mandates last of a fairly bunched field. Surf Dancer got to the fence in the lead. Out by a length now on Skyman. Then Palmetto on the outside. Communist. Lock Eagle doing it tough. 3 wide going to 5th in front of Wild Planet. And then came out Cadeau a length further back to Detonator Jack. After a length came Cuban Real from Wicklow on the rails. Waterford well back. So's Osipenko covering ground, trying to improve. And New Mandates last of all. Surf Dancer rolls along in the lead. Out by a length of the 800 metres to Sky Man, and Lock Eagle strides to 3rd. Then Communist from Palmetto, a length and a half. Detonator Jack further back to Cuban Real out deep. Osipenko's out very wide as well from Arcado. Wild Planet back on the rails. Well back in the field is Waterford from Wicklow and New Mandate. They've got 4.75 to go. Surf Dancer, Sky Man, Lock Eagle. Detonator Jack's pulling out. Wide out there is Cuban Real. Back on the inside, Communist, Palmetto making ground. Osipenko still a long way off them as Jack takes the lead. Detonator Jack, Osipenko into the clear, running on, but Detonator Jack has exploded clear inside the 150. Osipenko, Lock Eagle, 40 up minor prize money. The blinkers have done the trick today. Detonator Jack bolts in the Gong. Beat Lock Eagle and Osipenko. A gap back to New Mandate and Waterford. Further back to Palmetto. Then Wicklow, Cuban Real from Communist. Skyman drifted out of it together with Surf Dancer, Arcado and Wild Planet. Jack.
For Jason Collett and for Mar Eustace, dominates in the Gong and pays $4 range across the totes. Mr. Davidson.
Yeah, nice win, wasn't it? Those shades doing the trick today. He just wasn't suited by the slow tempo in the 5 diamonds, but he got that lovely run midfield, exploded at the right time and was far too good for his rivals. Lock Eagle was brave in second, sitting wide, no cover throughout. He's run a terrific race, and Osipenko got a long way back, but he got the back of Detonator Jack, had his chance, but no match for the first 2.
Good horse, Detonator Jack claims the Gong, Gator.
Yeah, look, he's always promised to do something like that, hasn't he? He looked a Group 1 horse a couple of last spring it was, and that was outstanding. Beat a good field. Lock Eagle wide, excellent. And Osipenko, he just couldn't quicken. That's his biggest weakness, but a solid performance still.